welcome to the next episode of A Gift for Teaching, Giving Tuesday. My name is Lynn Moira Dichter, and we are trying to simultaneously do a bunch of fancy stuff. Here it is, go live. Let's just go live. Let's just go with it. I don't know. If we get feedback, Dylan.
Hi, everyone. I'm
Hi.
Jane Thompson.
Yes, hi. Okay, we are here and we are ready, and we have some exciting news as we explain what Giving Tuesday is all about. We're here at the mothership. We are here at A Gift for Teaching, at the headquarters, at the store, and Jane is here, president of the organization, which is just phenomenal, and explain what we're hoping to do for Giving Tuesday.
Well, as you know, Giving Tuesday is a day centered on philanthropy that follows all sorts of commercial and days of Thanksgiving. But we set a goal for ourselves this year to raise $5,000, for which we had a match. And we've had an exciting morning already.
That's true. We started out with a goal of $5,000. This class is in session. Here we go. $5,000 was our original goal. We've been talking about this for days. And we opened up the account and we opened up the donation window yesterday, a couple days before. And our goal was $5,000. With the match, that is really $10,000. Your money that you put in here is doubled. So it's $10,000. And that $10,000 can provide $100,000 of school supplies to students, to teachers, to classrooms, to schools, giving everybody what they need to be able to learn. Especially this year more than ever. It is critical that we get to this number. Last time we spoke, a couple of hours back, we were somewhere around the 1,700 range as far as donations, as we were marching toward our goal of $5,000 and ultimately buying power of $100,000 for school supplies. But guess what? This goal is going away. You know why? I don't know if you can see that. We got that. Well, okay. The number is 4980.
We're at $4,980.
4980. $49.80. And here you go. Here's a 20. So that we now have $5,000, right? I went in my wallet. We are there. $49.80. Now $5,000. We did it. We hit the goal. But guess what? Your contribution is still necessary because now the goal has changed. What we are doing now is we are raising this goal. We're doubling the goal right now from $5,000 to $10,000.
$10,000
$10K right here, okay? Which means that it's still doubled, and that means $20,000, and that means it is $200,000 worth of school supplies, nearly $250,000 worth of stuff. Crayons, paper, markers, notebooks, erasers, rulers, and everything you can think of, including masks and hand sanitizer. In this day and age, you would not believe the wish list of teachers and schools and classrooms. So how exciting is it? We did it. We did it by noon, and we have 12 hours, a little less than 12 hours, 11 hours to go. Oh, look at this. We're cheering. Yay. And we are very excited. We got there. We did it. We got to 5,000 about half an hour ago. But now we are marching toward now $10,000 so that we have double it to 20,000 and then ultimately $200,000 worth of school supplies. So that is the best news ever.
It is the best.
And we couldn't do it alone. We have to do it because of you.
Because of you and because of our generous matching sponsors who also agreed to extend. They are ready to match the community's generosity.
And thank you generous so much. It is absolutely the most generous thing we could ever think of, and it is beyond exciting. So we are, whether if you go online, there is below, you will see the banner. It's a gift for teaching /give.org/Giving Tuesday. No spaces, no capitals, just a gift for teaching.org/Giving Tuesday, and you can be part of this excitement. We are now trying to march toward $10,000, and we are at 5,000 now. So we're really starting over, and we have 11 hours to get there. It was scary yesterday when we first started because it took people a while to get with the program, and now you guys have come through like champs. So now we need a little bit of help to get us to this deadline now. And I know that we can do it. We can do it together like we do with everything else. So I wanted to show you, and we wanted to talk about the store But we also wanted to talk about the stories that will get people to understand how very impactful this organization is. Talk to me about those heartstrings that, when people, when you hear from the teachers, when you hear from the parents, what kind of stories are you hearing?
Well, it's hard to know where to begin, but there are a few that stick with me, Moira, and I have to tell you that, teachers are telling us right now that they feel like they are, they're janitors, they're IT technicians, they are, they're trying to, manage so many different aspects of what teaching looks like right now.
Correct.
And that when we are able to provide them with supplies that they can either deliver to their kids directly or use in the classroom, because kids can't share supplies right now. I mean, there's just so many barriers to how they can teach, that they feel so relieved, and that it just relieves such a huge burden from
Correct.
the teachers themselves.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So
teachers aren't having to teach virtually. They're having to teach students who are in the classroom, or a combination of. We found out earlier today that teachers are actually taking their supplies that they order online and delivering them to their students' homes. So now they're playing UPS driver, So now they're doing all of that on top of teaching and trying to pass along the education that they actually thought they were signing up for as a career. Now they're actually a delivery guy, or man or woman as well. So
I mean, it's
it's beyond, it's beyond. And when you think about frontline first responders, you think doctors and respiratory therapists and all of those kind of EMTs kind of people. Don't for 1 minute think that teachers are not frontline first responders, because they are dealing with the students, they are dealing with their families, they are on the front line and making sure that their students have the plexiglass, have the social distance, have the masks, have all of it to keep all of their families and their children safe, their students safe. And that's a really important thing. We were, when you think about first responders, I absolutely think you ought to put teachers in that bucket.
Well, absolutely. And I think so many of our viewers and supporters and friends that are here for teaching, a lot of you have experienced what it's like to have your children at home, and trying to be that level of support in helping address all the IT issues that are challenging, and to keep their kids focused and motivated. And I think that what is so heartening for us at A Gift for Teaching is to understand that when a teacher goes the extra mile and can share the things that they've been able to get from A Gift for Teaching with these families who are struggling with so many other challenges in their lives, it's just an overwhelming sense of gratitude. They feel seen. They feel like somebody in the community cares for them. And it just relieves that added stress. So, and we've got a couple of stories that I'd like to share as well.
I want that. Yeah, I definitely do.
So, we've got some examples we'd like to show you.
All right, we're gonna walk. We're gonna walk and talk.
We're gonna walk and talk.
Yes. So we are in the store. This is where teachers now, Pencil Boy has transferred. Pencil Boy used to come to the schools. Teachers used to come in and shop for themselves, but not anymore. Now it's called Pencil Boy Curbside. And how does curbside work? What that means is teachers go online, they order the supplies that they need for their classroom, and then volunteers pack up their order and they pull up to the front of this building, park in a place, and somebody brings out their order to them. So now if you want to volunteer, I do have to tell you that, sign up to volunteer at A Gift for Teaching, again, .org, but / this time volunteer. Because that is a critical part of getting the supplies to the teachers, who then get it to their classrooms, or ultimately get it to, deliver it to their families as well. So here, this is where we are now. This is what this gorgeous free store has now morphed into, is pallets and boxes and all of that, so that they can pack up boxes and get the supplies as quickly as possible to the students in need. So let's talk about some of the things that are in these stacks that we're passing.
So, I think probably most of you think of the usual things that you would find here at A Gift for Teaching, the paper and the notebooks and the pencils and the crayons.
Correct.
But this is very telling story, especially on probably the coldest day of the year that we've had so far. We are lucky to have a variety of different partners, both nationwide and locally, who give us things that might not seem like traditional needs in a classroom. And one of those donors is called Delivering Good, and we get a lot of clothing items. So one of the most fun clothing items we received recently
Here, I'm gonna switch sides with you.
is
You go over there. And
it's a onesie. It's a giant onesie.
it's, like, it's sort of like pajamas, footy pajamas of days gone by, right?
And it's
look, it's an animal.
It's a unicorn onesie.
Oh my God!
But it's
cute.
a big,
It's got a cute. It's got a cute rainbow tail, and it's got all of this. It's awesome.
So you can imagine how cuddly
And it's soft and plush. Oh yes, it is. It's soft and plush. Look at this cute face. Yeah.
And every teacher who goes online and places their order can order 2 of these right now. Well, when one teacher showed up back at her school with these onesies, the guidance counselor reached out to our community engagement director and just said, "Oh my God, these are wonderful. We have so many homeless kids. We have kids whose families are living in camps or their cars, and it's getting cold out. Could you send us more of these?" Well, break your heart or what? Of course, we were able to send many more. And there was another school that shared a similar story with us. So again, it's just the things that we're able to do to sort of fulfill more needs than you might think sometimes.
Not just the traditional school
Right.
supplies, not just rulers and erasers and all of that. It's these very needed. I mean, I saw boxes of socks over there. I saw hand sanitizer over there and face masks and
Toothpaste,
all of the
toothbrushes.
hygiene items.
Yeah.
Because this year, they are not able to afford it. But this idea of giving them these warm blanket onesies, where they literally, it's footy pajamas, it's a plush footy pajama. This is the foot,
Yeah.
right? And they put this on and they are nice and toasty warm.
Look at that.
Oh, see, how cute could that be?
Oh my God.
I mean, not that I'm the cutest, but these kids are getting these cute, there they are in their
Oh my
onesies.
God, we probably should have both put one on.
Oh my God, next
Yes.
time, maybe I'll do that next time. Can you imagine? This is what's going to the kids in our community. It's keeping them warm. It is keeping them loved. It is making them aware that this community, that our community, and that you as donors to A Gift for Teaching and supporters of A Gift for Teaching care about our children, care about our teachers, and care about this community. This is what your money goes to. And the way you get involved is to donate, right here, Giving Tuesday. Giving Tuesday, agiftforteaching.org/Giving Tuesday. So these are the kind of things that this organization can provide and must provide, because the schools and the families just don't have the resources to be able to do that. And in the pandemic, even less option, right? There's
There's so many other things that teachers are able to source when they, shop through A Gift for Teaching, that are not only going to meet the needs they have to teach and for their children to learn, but also to provide them a spark of inspiration, joy. I might model something else that we have right now in the store.
Oh, good.
Is
I'm not just the silly one who's putting on outfits.
Super
Oh, here we go. Let me see
So
this.
I
have
think
to
you
see.
all know that there's a theme park in town that
Has
is
ears
a
like that,
very,
yeah.
very big supporter of ours.
It's so
And
cute.
we
Look at
have
you, so
these
cute.
Aloha ears right now.
Aw.
And again, they're just, every teacher orders them because they know they're just going to bring so much joy to some
How
of the
cute are
kids in their
you?
class.
So cute. So
Yes, so-
this is what A Gift for Teaching can provide. Not just the standard paper, notebooks, pencils, but something to bring joy and that feeling of being cared for
Yeah.
in a time where, many families don't have that luxury of feeling cared for at all.
But of course, we've also got backpacks and,
That's right.
all the other things that would support a teacher. So we've talked a lot about what we do and provide to teachers, how some of our teachers are feeling. I think we have a big concern that teachers are getting so burnt out right now because it is so challenging. And that's why I think that's one of the things that makes Central Florida so unique, that we have an organization like ours that is all about supporting teachers' needs in the classroom. But one teacher recently shared, this is going to be hard for me to talk about, but she provided insight into a 6-year-old child, a first grader's challenge and determination to participate in launch ed, in virtual learning, which is what he does every day. It comes from a single parent family. His father was killed very tragically earlier during the COVID. And his mother is trying desperately to provide for her family by running a small catering company out of her home. This little boy logs on every morning with his mother's telephone. And what this teacher sees when he logs on is that sometimes he's in the back of her car as she's driving maybe to the grocery store, or he's in the grocery store going up and down the aisles, or she takes him to McDonald's because the internet service is better at the McDonald's than it is in his home. But no matter where he is, this little boy is just so determined, and he's engaged, and he'll ask the teachers questions, and yet trying to provide support to his mom in a very challenging time. This teacher knows so much about this family because she is one of those special teachers that is bringing school supplies directly to this family for this little boy, for his siblings, and the mom is so grateful. Just the gratitude that she showed, and it was very emotional, very overwhelming.
As much as I would like to hug you, I'm trying to be socially distant, because this is what the organization does. It touches the parents, it touches the children.
Yeah.
If you would like to volunteer, if you would like to share your story, this is a great day to do that. It is a great day to share these videos and perhaps tell your inner circle about the great work that this organization does, thanks to Jane, thanks to the board, thanks to Pencil Boy, thanks to all of the corporate donors and sponsors and supporters that we have across many platforms. And so that's great. What I would also suggest, if you can volunteer to help pack up these bags in this store and get them out to the teachers who are curbside delivery only now, that would be a great place to volunteer. If you would like today on Giving Tuesday to make a donation, is it on there? Yes, donate now at agiftforteaching.org/Giving Tuesday, because now we have, I thought we were close. Well, we were close. We crashed through our original goal, our initial goal of $5,000. We hit that just 30 minutes ago. So now our goal is $10,000. And that scares me a little bit, to be honest with you, because we have less than 11 hours to go. But help us get there, because we have a matching group of foundation donors, different foundations that said, we will match dollar for dollar. Your donation today will be doubled. If we can get from 5,000 to 10,000, right? They will make it 20,000, and 20,000 means $200,000 worth of school supplies that will be provided to our community, to our children, our students, our teachers, our classrooms, our schools. And we cannot do it without you. And your $50 turns into $100, turns into $1,000 worth of school supplies. If I were to ask most people out there, they would say, I couldn't give $1,000, but your $50 is doubled to $100, which means $1,000 buying power of school supplies that can be provided to. And by the way, all the money stays here.
That's right.
Many charities, it's going here, there, and everywhere. Every dollar, every nickel stays here. The people who are doubling the money, that's an important concept for a lot of people when they make a donation to a charity.
Right.
Is the money staying? It's absolutely staying. And now that the matching foundations said, oh, you made 5,000? Let's keep pushing on. We're going now to 10,000 is our goal. And we are hoping, we're going to have $200,000 of school supplies by midnight. All right. The only way we can do that is for everyone to do it one donor at a time, one donation at a time. Your $10 turns into 20, your $100 turns into 200. And that's the way we're going to march together to get to that goal of $10,000. Feels a little bit like the Jerry Lewis telethon. No, but right now we're hanging tough, and we're gonna make it. You have never let down this organization ever. Never. When it comes to a telethon, when it comes to anything. This community rallies to the cause because they're doing something that touches the heart of all of us, whether we had a teacher that motivated us
That's
or
right.
a teacher motivated our children when they were going through school, these are the stories that are the basis, the foundation for this organization.
I mean, I think what's happening with education as a whole during this COVID period has touched every single person in this country.
Correct.
And, you know,
It's a wacky year, too.
It's a wacky year. And you know, yes, we're asking you to consider making a gift, but equally important to us right now is our ability to have more school supplies to meet this just, you know, exploding need in our community. And volunteer, please consider, we have
Oh, let me put
really,
that up there, hold on.
yes, because, you know,
There it is.
it's official. Teachers love our Pencil Boy curbside service.
Yeah.
We had 1,000 orders in the first 3 weeks of November. And our challenge right now is having enough people
To pack the bags.
Right, and we, you know, we have limited groups that come in. We have worked with professionals on our board who've helped us design an extremely safe environment. So
There are footprints on the floor. There are arrows going this way or that way so that people aren't passing in the night, passing up and down the
That's right.
aisles. All of these things are, masks are required. Hand sanitizing stations are everywhere.
temperatures taken.
And temperatures taken when you walk in the building.
Yeah.
And, you know, so it's all three of the big three: mask wearing, social distancing, hand washing, and making sure that we are, you know, COVID conscious and respectful of everyone's.
We're probably closer than anyone ever gets.
Than I should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, I'm
but-
stepping
yeah.
in. Okay, so yeah, you can stand next to Pencil Boy and we will,
There we go.
low battery. Oh, figures, you know, I should have been, I don't know. Look, we'll figure it out. we will be back again at 4:30.
3
Right?
o'clock.
Or 3? I thought it was
Yeah,
3 or 4:30.
Well, there's a 4:30, but I think we're going to be helping teachers pack the cars at 3
Oh,
o'clock.
that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when the teachers come after school at, 3 o'clock, right? We'll be there at 3, we'll be there at 4:30, we'll be here again at 6 on the Facebook page. So that's one thing you should do right away. Why don't you go and like
Yes.
the Facebook page and follow A Gift for Teaching on Facebook. Then you get notifications when we're live. It's 3, it's 4:30, it's 6 o'clock. And then I'm going to lock the door and, you know, I'm going to be the last one out at the door. And then I'm going home to do a final wrap up, hopefully, and give you the good news that by 8 o'clock tonight from my couch, I'll do a couch chat one more time to let you know that we are this close to our goal. We will have 4 hours to wrap it up, right? So we will do it. Let's see, what does it say?
We're at 5,100 now.
Stop it.
Yes.
No way. All right, so there we go. We only need 4,900.
That's right.
That's right. So you know what? You have to do it 100 at a time. So you know what? If your $10 turns into somebody else's $100, turns into somebody else's $1,000, that's the way we're going to get there.
That's
So
right.
you want to walk?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's walk. We'll show you what we have here. And yeah, and then I promise I will charge my phone. Oh, wait, we have a squeaker.
Oh, we have a speaker.
Okay, so Dylan and I packed a bag for a teacher earlier today, but we walked by a lot of these awesome, do you see all these bags? These are ones that are ready to go, right? Are these IKEA bags? Are you
Yeah.
okay there, bud? No, maybe not. Yeah. This is some production we have going here. It's great. So here's what we know. When teachers go online and they order the things that they need for their kids in their classrooms, right? And then a volunteer, like maybe you, right? And we pack up these giant IKEA bags. Oh, be careful.
Yeah, and there's 2 of those.
And there's the unicorns, the onesie thing,
Yeah.
right? And so they will come, they will ask for backpacks, and we will take these are fully packed backpacks, and these will go in their bag. And these will be, you know, in the hands of students within 24 hours, right? The teachers are going to bring them to school the next day. The teachers may be even delivering them to their homes if they're virtual learners still. So this is what's going on at A Gift for Teaching, but they can't pack up supplies. They can't buy supplies unless you help. What's that? These are the number one things that people ask for, right?
Crayons, scissors,
Glue sticks,
pencils, glue sticks.
All of these things coveted by teachers, coveted by children. One of the best stories I ever heard is how the rainbow story and the crayon box. Can you tell the rainbow story and the crayon box? Because this always touches me. you know, when we did a learning exercise, or we did a, you know, go ahead and tell that
We
story.
did
It's
it,
one of my
we've
favorites.
done these learning exercises with our board and when we hosted guests here at A Gift for Teaching. And one of the most visual ways to give people a picture of what it's like in classrooms here in Central Florida is that people are shocked when we tell them that 70% of all children qualify for a free or reduced lunch meal, which means that oftentimes teachers will tell you that on the first day of school, where some kids come in with a brand new backpack and everything they need, other kids arrive with nothing. And so we would do a little exercise and we'd say, we're going to have all of you draw a rainbow. Now, you may have sat at a table that has a brand new, beautiful box of 64 crayons.
Oh, the fancy box. That's a
yeah,
fancy box.
right, with the pencil sharpener.
Yeah, that's
the crayon
right.
sharpener.
Right, that's right.
But the person next to you may have a couple of stubby, broken pencils, and so on and so on. And everyone is asked to draw a rainbow. And it's just so telling about what really goes on and why teachers feel compelled, oftentimes, to spend their own money so that they can make sure that every kid in a class has what they need.
Has a box of real crayons, right?
Yeah.
Has a box of markers, has
And
a box of
that's-
colored pencils, whatever it is.
That's where we come in.
Mhm.
This exercise is also very interesting demonstration of human behavior because
About how grown-ups interact.
well,
Will,
yeah,
you know,
because-
will I ask you if I have just the, you know, the broken pieces of crayon shards? Will I ask you, can I borrow a red crayon if I have just a piece
Right.
of brown crayon? Can I, or will you offer to me?
of course, if I've got
so-
the box of 64 crayons, I'm going to make sure everybody has.
Right, but that's just, it's an insight into how kids feel,
Yeah.
but it's also an insight into how grown-ups operate and how the human condition.
That's right.
Will you ask for help when you need it? Will you offer help when you have
That's right.
the bounty of a full box of 64 crayons?
That's right.
And that is exactly where we are. Now, to have the bounty and to buy the things that the kids need, we need you to donate. So I'm going to put it up here one more time. And I'm going to take this, you know, we're going to pack up stuff and we're actually going to give stuff to teachers at 3:00.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the next time we're with you. But please, just because we're not doing Facebook Live doesn't mean you can't donate. Go to agiftforteaching.org/Giving Tuesday. It's today and it's only until midnight. And now we need about $4,800 so that we can make our goal of $10,000. We smashed through in the first 12 hours. We smashed through the first 5,000, and now we are marching our way to the second 10,000. And the donors have indeed matched. Where are we? What's the number? You can say it out loud.
5,100.
5,100. That's great. You have
5,100,
a couple of
Corporate
names.
match.
You have names.
Yes.
What? You have names? You have a
Oh,
name?
we have
Dylan?
names.
Do you have a
So
name?
we have a Lynn Frott
Okay.
giving a hashtag Giving Tuesday. Great organization. Not only are we able to get a match,
Yes.
but also a match from my workplace. So Lynn Frott's $20 turns to 40. Double that to 80 times 10 is $800 with a $20 gift.
That's great.
Wow.
So that's another thing. If you
That's
are indeed
awesome.
working, that's great. So
Yeah.
your $20 gifts turns into 800 if you have matching at work.
Yeah.
You know, this is also so awesome. So let me just tell you that we will be back with you at 3:00. We will give teachers those supplies. We'll get to interview or talk to, you know, again, socially distant and all masked up and all that. But we are going to do that. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting me be part of the organization.
Are you kidding?
And
We are so lucky.
and thank all of you for making this goal one donation at a time. Think of that one student at a time that your donation is helping, because that's what will motivate you. Also, if you could share this particular video or turn someone on to A Gift for Teaching on Facebook, we would really appreciate that. And so that's where we are right now. We're going to sign off for now. We're going to get geared up to see the teachers. We want to say, Pencil Boy, is he coming through?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Boy's coming.
Pencil Boy is coming through. There's our guy.
There's
Here
our
we go.
guy.
Here he
So,
is. So, yeah,
just like he does, we're
there he is.
just going to say
All right, we're going to say goodbye. Thank you.
thank you
Thank you so much. And happy Giving Tuesday. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, bye. End. Is that what you do? End?